Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Okay, so just got into Higgsfield, another program, and it's a new program. So I'm reviewing Higgsfield. So I did some stuff on Instagram. So we're going to be going through some type of stuff here. So obviously I got the ultimate plan. Um, so we got the image. So obviously you got different ones. So what most people usually use is Higgsfield Soul. I like it the best, to be honest. This is my last one. I was doing just a scene. So I did like a realistic scene of obviously this. This was kind of like something like to show that I can actually do certain things with AI. And obviously this is Higgsfield Soul. So this is the best one, I think. You also got some other type of stuff. You got your just recreate your image, and then you just got that. Soul ID character, so you can make your own like character. So obviously, if you're trying to make like a user generated character, you would do that, and then obviously you would generate infinite selfies and styling with your own photos, and then like you can use your own photos to do like certain other things. So like for example, hit create character, and you'll be getting stuff like this. Don't really draw to edit. You can like draw certain things, draw to edit from a sketch to a complete picture in a second. No prompt needed. So let's say, for example, you would have like you sketch something maybe on Photoshop and it wasn't that good. So you would go and then you would import it. So let's say upload media, and then you would let's say, for example, this is what you want. You will click on it and then it can do that, or you can just create a blank and then you would sketch it and then it would turn into something like this. Or you can do draw to video, the same type of theory there. You can upscale, so you can just change the quality. Upscale, pretty much, you can go from like 1080 to 4K to stuff like that. Like so, obviously, like because obviously the image resolution, or like all this type of stuff is the 16:9, is the 9:16, and then you can just upscale it, and all that. Or you can do it with the video, all that type of stuff. I'll show it here. So you can also use WAN right here, and it'll just give you WAN 2.2 versions. I actually tried WAN. It actually really is good. And then you can do. I want to try the new Sea Dream. So I do. I might do something with that actually. Um, I actually heard it's pretty good. Obviously, I have unlimited because obviously I have the plan, and then the batch size itself. And then you would go to image. Nano Banana, I tried it. It's okay, I guess. It's a more cartoony. I think I did a review on this on Hojo, so it's pretty much the same there. Plus contacts is great. That's how I actually make a lot of my other type of stuff when I do image to image. I do the flux contacts, which is fantastic. I haven't tried this one, but Halio's been. I don't. Yeah, I have tried Halio. This is like the Halio version, so this is all the other stuff. Um, oh, this is video. Sorry. GPT image. GPT image is GPT image is GPT image. I have some different stuff from GPT Topaz. I want to try. I haven't tried it yet. Um, you got your video. Create your video, obviously. So this is what I did. This is the video that I did previously. Play it. Idea. That and then the scene. It's kind of like an idea of Vogue. So I just had an idea, so I did that. And then you got your talking avatar. You can do lip sync. So it's kind of similar to like Sync in a way. I reviewed Sync, so obviously it's more just built in. Same type of concept right there. Upload your image, select your avatar, generate the audio, and it's kind of exactly like Sync. So there's that. Brought a video. I already did this already. Oh, video upscale, same thing as picture GGC Factory. I heard about this. So you got this, for example. Um, so you can do like choose your character. We're doing a camera fault. So the user generated characters. So these would be kind of like the AI avatars. And you can make your own AI avatar that can talk. And obviously, people like Julian Goldie and everything have stuff like this. You can do a template. You can just do it from an image. You can do an action, audio text settings, like what language you want. Auto, you can do English. You can do all these different types of stuff, your emotions, voice type, and obviously what background sound and everything. So that's an interesting type of perspective. There's that. VFX, so you can do your own VFX, kind of similar to Pojo. You can do your own VFX, like you can do like all these types of stuff, add extra stuff from the scenes, and then you can use VO3. And just make a VO video itself. 58, look at that. CDance Pro, I use CDance Pro. That's actually my go-to when I do my videos on a lot of my other type of stuff. WAN isn't too bad either. Obviously Helio, I haven't really tried it too much. WAN is not too bad. I've tried WAN a couple of times, actually, for a couple of other things that I've experimented with. Edit, you can look like, yeah, displacement. I heard this one. I heard this is actually kind of cool. You can change certain things and like upgrade tools, like and change certain things within the background, which is actually kind of cool. So I might mess around with that. You got product placement, so obviously like you can like place a certain product for like a certain image that you have. Like, hey, I'm such and such, and then you can like do like an ad, like a campaign, like with a certain ad about like Coca-Cola or whatever that you want to make. Edit image, just obviously edit image, soul implant, easy change outfits, designs, and everything. So multi-references, multi-edits in one shot. So up to 4 reference images. So you can like do like different images. As you can see right there, already there. Upscale again. Higgsfield soul implant. This looks interesting. So you can easily change outfits and designs. So obviously like restyle, just draw a mask and apply your touch. So looking at there. So if I want to change certain things, I want to add this, I want to add that. That's very interesting. So we got Flux, obviously just Flux with the prompt. Advanced image editing with Nano Banana. So edit images with constant style, character update references. You can do kind of similar to what the Higgsfield soul implant, and then Topaz. And then you got Assist. So looking what this is. Oh, so they have an actual assistant too. So it's basically kind of like Gemini. So that's very interesting. And then you have you can assist with your prompts. You got ChatGPT 5 Mini, ChatGPT. I'm already cringing already. Bye. So aside from my opinions, and then you got ASMR. I don't know. I just can't get into the ASMR. I just find it like I just picture Herbert, pretty much. So it's very interesting. So yeah, it's you got all this type of stuff, so you can generate certain things. So that, to be honest, like it's different types of things. So that's kind of it. That's like that would be like my review. Is like for example, like as I say, like you can I've done so like I can show you some of my this is the images. So I can show you some of my previous work so you can get like kind of like an idea of like what I've done. So, for example, this is something previous that I did. This is a series that I have, Kitty's Adorable Donuts. So the scene starts off with a medium white house shot taken with an iPhone, angled from the vibrant doors from Kitty's Adorable Manhattan. In the foreground, Kitty, the kid in the sharp suit stands, and obviously that's it. And then we got the dogs. Scene opens up at Barky's. I actually need to do that. I continue it too, but like it's just a bunch of dogs doing pizza. So the scene opens up in a charming rustic kitchen, open Barky's, open hut overhead. So for example, like kind of it, and then the prompt would be this, and then they have like the pizza, and then there you go. Okay, Kitty. This is one of my. This is actually very. He's expanded, but obviously a delightful scene unfolds where a kitty and a charming white cat goes out to her best friend, and then obviously, for example, Kitty again. Or let's say we go to images and I want to make an image. So this is what I did, but like from the prompt right there. So, but obviously with that, so pretty much obviously with the product placement. So for example, I would do the same thing. And then with the product placement, I would go from upload media And then let's say, for example, I have something, actual portfolio. So product placement would be okay. So Alice, for example, like her, I would click Alice. I would upload this, and then, for example, then let's say I want to have like there's a lot of product placements, obviously, with like like the fashion week and everything, like sponsored by Coke, sponsored by this. I'll click on that. I'll hit open, and then I would just swap for another image, and then there you go, draw a mask, and then just drop whatever it is, and then that's it. Or like, let's say I want to do like, for example, same thing. I want to do maybe like a talking avatar right here. I would take this, so obviously I would upload my image. For example, I would click this, would open, and then I would select that person. That would be the avatar itself. And then let's say, for example, like I want to generate a prompt. So I would go here, and then, for example, like I would then start typing, for example, vacation, Bahamas, and then obviously, like obviously, beach vacation, Bahamas, great for summer lovers, for example. And then I would do that, and then I would have here's like all the voices. So obviously she would be a woman. So obviously I would put oh.
Okay, so basically what our business does, changing the world.
So okay, I would click Pia, for example, boom, and then I would click that. I would select Pia, who I want, and then any other sound. So let's say, for example, it's like I don't know, like rain. Maybe it's or maybe it's windy, for example, at the beach. So there could be a little wind there.
Okay, there's wind blowing through now. Pretty dramatic.
So click that, and then obviously with my image, then I would then go from there and then hit generate, and then let's say the same thing with the UGC factory. Go here, do the same thing. I'll get one of my types of thins, and then just do the exact same thing. And obviously you have all the models. So you got Higgsfield Speak, and then obviously you can go with more of like a VO3. Obviously, might pick this one a little bit better because obviously I want it to be a lot longer than obviously 5 to 10 seconds. I want it to be around the 20-second mark. And then the same thing with this. And then same thing with the ASMR. You would do something very similar. And then let's say you would click on, let's say for example, I want to click on this, and then I would do the same thing, and then that's kind of it. So obviously do my prompt or do my video, and then that's kind of it. Or let's say I want to do, let's say I'm not really too sure. So let's say, for example, I don't trust GPT-5. I'll do 4.0. So let's say, for example, like, or right there, write a prompt for Higgsfield. Boom. I will click on that, and then it'll just generate the prompt for me. Or I would like to do nation in tropics. And then obviously I would do that, and then it would just generate something for me. And then lessons in tropics, it will generate something for me, and then I'll get something like that. And then the same thing with the banana placement, so the product video, obviously all the different models. So there you go. So pretty much, I would have to say it's solid. For that, I would have to say this is a very solid application. Um, so like, and then obviously as you can see here, you got all your visual effects right here. Generate all the objects and like based on your prompts, and then you can use them for like certain things within there. Or then you got the soul. Obviously, I showed you what soul is. Got this. You got stuff with cling, camera control, so you can do like certain pullbacks or like certain things within the video to add more effects to it. Um, got viral type of stuff, and then you got action movements. So let's say you want to make it more like like an action movie, and then you can add certain things, and you can kind of generate certain different types of prompts. You generate characters like this. So as I told you, like obviously it would be like a pretty much like an avatar, but obviously a little more realistic. You got commercial type of stuff. Hey, I want to start a commercial. Obviously something like there, like Vogue, like what I did pretty much. Minimax type of stuff, CDance Pro, the same type of thing. Um, but yeah, that would be the review. I would have to say like this is very solid, and like I'm not too sure how it would compare to like other type of stuff. So like obviously there's other types of ones obviously that are a lot more professional for like other things like like movies and all this type of stuff. But like if you're looking like in my opinion, I have used them before obviously, and you can see from my previous work. So this is like even way before like they even like reached out to me. Um, and obviously I was somewhat in contact with them too. Um, but like this is like way before like I obviously got like the certain like exclusivity. Like I heard about it and I wanted to test it out, and I'm always kind of curious. And I like them. Like just like as I say, I've already generated stuff even before they reached out and before obviously we came to like a certain agreement. So I would have to say like it's solid. Like and like I think coming from the perspective is it has a lot of type of stuff, but like you can do certain things. You can do like as I say, it's interesting. There's interesting product placements. So like I've been hearing a lot of type of stuff as well, even with certain things. Like there's an article actually. Vogue now has it's kind of ironic that I actually picked Vogue. So it's actually not really ironic. It's actually intentional. Where Vogue now is doing some AI type of stuff. I can show you actually. Right here. So there you go. AI models. So as you can see right there. So which actually goes into obviously the review. So there you go. So the UGC characters are pretty much the AI models or avatars are now even being used with in the industry. So as I say, why am I going to get someone like Kylie Jenner or something like that when I can just do something on Higgsfield and after change put a runway, do them in the placement like I showed you already, and then that's kind of it. And then there you go. You can just keep on pumping them out, and then you can change this. You can change obviously the scenery. You can do them like in like something like this, or let's say you want to do like them like drinking coffee, like brewing coffee. You can do something like this, or let's say you want them to do like you get the idea, like something like in like something different, or you want to do like something like in Scotland. You can put them there exactly just like this. You can just generate that, or just use exactly this. Or do you want something more of like a wasteland there? And then let's say you want something more like or like a train or like the London Underground or something along that. You got that right there. You want to put them like in like an action type of scene there, but you kind of get the idea. Like that's what I mean. So like you can do a lot with this, and like this is very solid. Like you got the effects, you got certain other types of things, and like something that would take like 3 4 5 days to do, maybe a week, scheduling due to this, due to that. You can do now easily in a couple of maybe like an hour or two. Like if you really want to add like more and more detail, at least like a good hour or two, and that's kind of it. Like, and obviously there's like other types of things you can do, but like obviously for the sake of Higgsfield, like you can so many different things. Like they all have. And these are all like top quality stuff for like magazines and different scenarios or like all this sort of stuff. So yeah, I would have to say this is super solid, and I would give this is fantastic. So like, so that's what I'm saying. If you're looking for anything, I would definitely do it. Um, as they say, I've already used them before, so I'll see from my previous work, and they've done a really good job. So yeah, I would definitely do this. It's something fantastic. It's like because like, as they say, like even the article that I shared, like with the UGC characters, which is the models and everything, like why do that when I can just do the soft Higgsfield and like just change certain things with all these types of effects that you can see instead of spending instead of these people like obviously these like I don't know like people from Coca Cola or whatever it could be, obviously Coke or like NASCAR, like whatever it could be, spending thousands and thousands, not even thousands, millions and billions of dollars on all these people. They can just do something, get someone like myself or like someone else. So yeah, someone like myself, do this, boom, there you go, and they're saving themselves so much time. And instead of doing scheduling conflicts and this and that, it can be done in a couple of hours, maybe a couple of days. Not even, yeah, maybe a couple of hours at most if it's maybe like a day or two. Instead of doing weeks and weeks and this and that and schedule, no, got it right there for you, boom, just like that. So either way, this is something. This is pretty much the future, and that's kind of it. Like there's really no stopping this at this stage. Like I said, I showed you the Vogue article, which goes into completely with this review, obviously with the UGC characters and everything. So there's that. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, Mr. Z